haven't taken a tooth count or done any of the math to see what the reduction is, but I was pretty happy with the first gear, that's for sure. So that's what I was really looking for. Second gear, if it stays the same, not a big deal. I have opinions that I can adjust that with and other things. So yeah, I'm gonna get to the build here. You use the two shafts that come in your original transmission, and use the top gear and the idler gear. I probably got that wrong. I shouldn't, because I've looked at this Yeti straight for the last 2 months. Not this, but the whole thing. Just bashing it, breaking it, building it. Bashing it, breaking it, building it. You know how it goes, guys. Excuse me. But anyways, I'm going to start off with sort of a disappointing note. I got the Yeti XL Boca precision bearings. They seem like they're pretty badass bearings, guys, but I was pissed off because the 4 that you need for this install were a millimeter too small. I noticed it 2 weeks ago when after I ordered them, I was looking at them and I knew that one of them didn't look right, and it was a millimeter small, and I was right. It's effed up, so they won't be getting the Bocas all the way straight through, which is no big deal. I can tear it back apart after I call that guy and tell him what's up. So hopefully you guys don't get shot down with the same disappointing reality shock. I guess if that's as bad as it gets, I'm doing alright. Anyways, straight to the build. I'm going to start off here with my center drive. So we have a small shim and a large shim. The large shim goes on the end with one hole and the 2 grooves. The thin shim goes on the end with the 2 holes. That's for the front output. So bearings, simply poop, pop them right in. Out. So I took some 400 grit on my table, sanded it down, smoothed up the edges, and I probably hit it with some high temperature grease, just some gear grease, just so it stays nice and lubricated. It's able to slide, and less drag the better. Isn't that right, fellas? So, bam, that was so hard. So yeah. And throw it in there. Matter of fact, early in the morning, arriving to the street. So I'm gonna make sure I got everything I needed. On my feet, got to find. Yeah, I'm gonna do it on this end because I'm gonna be installing the idler carrier. So, bingo. Got a Dalmatian. And I can still get high. I can play the guitar. Oh, want to point this out. I did this for my regular transmission also. I went along, took my handy dandy knife, rode the knife along the edge of the bearing, just like that, and cut all the way around. Because after this bearing was recessed, the plastic was sticking out by, and the edge of it was cut at 90 degrees. So I wanted to round those corners down, because I did notice after some wear and tear on my stock transmission that the gears would float ever so slightly and barely nick these. But it's just, you know, just one of them things. If you're doing it, might as well do it. So I rounded both sides over. No one has to do it. That's just what I did. So yeah. And we take the stock. The stock idler gear. Just want to make sure and orient myself. Oh, make sure. Alright, there's that one. And then I skipped over this part. All you got to do is just slide that rubber band over the pin. One pointer, I did drop red Loctite, let it sit in there, sob up, dropped another drop in it, so it's really stuck in there pretty good. And so I didn't have to rely mainly on the rubber band. Not that I have a problem with it, but just, you know, back up. So anyways, boop, gets the stock set up like that, boop, just like that. That's it for that. So we'll drop it in there.